Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. I'm Di, the Messy Palette, and today we're making some layered grungy tags. Cards, not tags, cards. So I've just printed out some images from Cheryl Francis art. And I've printed each image out 3 times. So, just in case I need 3 images to make it the layered look that I want. I'm going to use some embossing powders. I'm going to use some other distressing techniques and old papers and probably some cheesecloth. Hey Terry, how you doing? We're going to do some grungy layered cards today. Hey Lydia. So if you want to do grunge, you're in the right place. And of course, it all starts with chopping up some images. Because, just like me as usual, I didn't decide what I was going to do until 15 minutes ago. Because that's how I roll. What is everybody up to today? Gotta find some blue card to add in amongst these layers. That I did not get before I came live. And I also didn't get the embossing powder out. You ready to sew signatures into your poo book? Nice. I am sure she will love it. Love it. Love it. I'm just about ready to make another journal. I'm over cards, but I just wanted to do these layered ones first. So I've got to figure out what journal I want to make. I have no idea. I'm obviously not ready to do my Viking one because I just keep putting that aside. Janice! Hello. glad you're restraining yourself on those exclamation points. I'm just trying to stop you from breaking your exclamation point key on your keyboard. No overuse. Wears them out. Oh, we're nearly the end. Yes, last page. Hi, Christina. Last page. Hi, Jenny. Welcome, welcome. Well, that was not straight. What the heck? What the heck? It was going so well. All right. Let's put those into some sort of order. Hey, Cal. And then I've got to cut some craft cardstock. All right. I know I printed 3 of each, so let's see if I've got 3 of each. There's 3. Oh, they're the wrong size. What have I done? Oh, we're just going to work with 2. 2. Obviously, I printed 1 to fit the page, and 1 still had its tick on it. So that's a bugger. Bugger. Okay, 2 images it is. We can work with that. We can work with that. Is that the same size? Yes, it is. Is it? No, it's not. That's a big one. These single ones must be big ones. Bug! You're making tags? Nice. They're the same size. They're the same size. They're the same. And one of these is bigger. Okay, we're sorted now. You can go over there. All right, they've got to be roughed up and inked. And I need to find some blue cardstock to rip up. Rip it up. Rip it up. Where? It's green. That one will work. Oh, crashed out. Stop it. Goodness sake. I've cleaned up my floor and I'm still having a craft a lunch. Hang on a sec. Got to get some blue cardstock. All about the layers, about the layers, about the layers. All about the layers. All right, I'm back. Where are you? What colour do I need? Nope. 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 That's all too light. Got to get the other box. Hold on. Hey, Jill. Hey, Carrie. If I missed anyone, I'm still hunting for stuff, so I will be back. Because I'm never organised. Never, ever, ever. Back in a sec. Let's try this container. 3.5 by 2.5 inches. All right. Denim, maybe. Nope. Nope. Hi, Brenda. That's possible. Yeah, Maybe. I bet you I've only got one piece of that. Of course I've only got one piece of that left. Damn it. That's pretty good. I like that. Let's get some of that out. Okay. There's a blue in here somewhere that has stars on it. There it is. Stop looking. And some cheesecloth. 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 All right, I think I'm organised now. So, where's my ruler? They are 3.25. So if I make them 3 and 3 and 1, 2, 3, 3 and 3 by 3 and 3, 3, 3 by 6 and 1. All right. Cut them. Oh. Need a big trimmer. G'day, Marty. Hi, Julie. Sorry if I miss anyone. I'm still organising myself, so I will eventually catch up with you. What did I say? 3 and 3. 3 and... Is that right? That's not right, is it? No, that's not right. Let's go 3.5. Let me see what 3.5 costs me. 3.5 is 3.5 is good. By 3.5 by 5 and 1/8. 5 and 1/8. How does that look? 5 1/8. Yeah, I think it's still a little wide. Geez, measuring does not go well with my head. 5 and 1 by. I need to take a smidge off this. Hey, Riley. I need to take a smidge off this, and it will be. It will be 3 and 1, 2, 3. 3 and 3. That's what I said, did I not? Perfect. All right. 1 by 3.3. Right. Okay. Let's try that again. 5. Oh, God. Why does he have to talk so loud? 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 3.3. Beautiful. He's so loud. Three point three. I know. I love that he's giving one of his mates healthcare instructions when he won't look after his own health. Funny. 3.3. I'm going to have to mark this because I can't see it on the black writing. This is why a woman crafter needs to 3, 1, 2, 3. A woman crafter needs to design these things because obviously men can't do it. Or they're non-crafters that are designing these things. 3.3. Oh, did you ask me why I'm measuring? Yeah, for mats. For mats. And the notches and the numbers up the top, I know they have this here, but sometimes it doesn't reach that far, is in charcoal grey. And the notches are in charcoal grey, and the numbers are in charcoal grey as well as the background. So it's very hard to read. Are you being helpful, Marty? Do I have to go back? Yeah, well, it's definitely not a person that's crafting. You should be able to whack your paper in and see the measurements as clear as a bell. So once you've got this over here, you can't see the measurements. Your paper's over the top. So you've got to rely on these ones up the top here. And you can't see them. Is bullshit. Okay, 3. She asked for a gun. Armed and dangerous. We don't use those sort of things in the crafting world. Sorry. Let's get the little one back. The one that doesn't look like I'm going to chop my hand off. Can you buff some silver over the raised numbers? I've just used my silver Sharpie to put marks on it. So I'll have a look at colouring the whole thing and see what it looks like. I'll do it at the big end so it doesn't. Yeah, see those arms that you pull out, Julie, this was my big argument with Fiskars and stuff. Those arms that come out, they don't sit at a perfect 90-degree angle to the rest of the board. They're like ever so slightly off. So if you're leaning your paper up against the lip on that arm, your paper is always going to cut crooked. So I get my file, I turn it over, I get my file, and I file out the notch so it extends above there, and you're always just resting on this bit, not on the arm. What did I say? 5.1. 5.1. Let's just make sure before we start chopping. Okay, just some of that powder. That powder, 5.1 is, don't move. 5.1. Paper, move. 5.1. No, that's not going to work because that's right up against the edge. So it needs to be that big. That big. That big. Yes, ma'am. And that was 5.2. There's 1, there's 2. Yes, 5.2. See? Measure 15 times, cut once. It's 5.2 by 3.3. Now it'll go quickly. Get one right, then the rest will go quickly. 5.2. The big guillotines, you've got to make sure that your lines line up with the edge of your paper. because you can offset those edges really, really easily, which will never make a straight cut. I'm not even going to answer that one, Denise, because I'll get in trouble. That's fine. You get over there. You get over there. Oh, still got. That's okay. That's okay. Where's my card? What have I got left on this card? What have I got left on this card? What colour will I do the last matte? Maybe I should have done craft first. Where's the craft? That's a card. Maybe I should have done craft and then blue. These won't go to waste. I've just got to get this matting right before I start doing the layering. Maybe. I just use a sharp blade penknife thing to do my chipboard now. It wrecks your trimmers. If I rough this edge up and ink it, and then ink this edge, and then have a full blue mat, then I can put layers of cheesecloth between here and the blue mat. No, I can't do it like that. I'm going to have to do a blue mat and then the craft. So this is going to, all of that cutting will have to go to something else now. Because I'm going to have to cut these mats again. The blue. Yeah. Yep. Well, that was a bugger. Never mind. We won't waste them. We'll use them on other cards. So So this is going to be get out of the way. Get out of the way. Yep, whoopsie's right. Once I get the first one done, the rest goes really fast. It's just getting that first one to where I want it to be. So they are 4.1 by 5 and 1. Five and 1, 2, 3. Is that right? 5 and 3. 2, 3. 5 and 3 by 4 and 1. Yes. Hi, Jen. 5 and 1, 2, 3. 5 and 3. And 3. I've got to get more paper out of my box. Right one. That's not the right one. Let's back up. It's Cal's birthday. Happy birthday to you. So happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cal. Happy birthday to you. Hip, hip, hooray. Hey, Timmy. This'll do. This'll do. This'll do. Let's get rid of this big monstrosity and get the little trimmer out again. And do, what did we say? And do what? 4 point what was it? What? 4 point, where's my ruler? Where's my ruler gone? There it is. Stop looking. Was anybody taking notes on how big these mats were? No, you weren't listening to me at all. Don't know why I bother talking sometimes. 4 point... One. 4.1. Right. Is it right? Wow. That's not straight. 4. I reckon 4's enough. Let me see what a 4 looks like. No, 4's not right. Oh, here it is. This needs some off it. What did I say this was? 5 point too many. Okay. 5 point, that notch there. All right. 4 by... Why is this not right? Why? Just needs a fraction off it. Good grief. Is that right? What's this? If it's a 12-inch sheet of paper, it should get 3 4-inch pieces. Is that not correct? 4 inches. And that should be 4 inches. Just below. Okay. I can live with that. Yes, you would think so, but obviously that bit didn't work out that way. Alright, I've only got craft cardstock to cut now, and then we can start assembling some grungy layers. Got to do the boring stuff to get to the fun stuff, unfortunately. That's a lot of love happening there, Tammy and Christina. That's a lot of love. Okay, last blue, and then we will do some craft cardstock. Alright, that's for that main part. Now we need some craft cardstock, which will be this big, which is that by, I'm putting a mark, that by that. Craft cardstock. Where's the craft cardstock? Oh. Here it is. Stop looking. So if it's 5, this is 11.5 by 8.25. So let's do it 5 lengthways. Is it pizza flavored cereal, Cal? Yeah, that just sounded disgusting. It did not sound good at all. All right, so we want this big this way. And then we stay up there. And we want this big. Is that correct? That is correct. Beautiful. Yeah, they have never cut anything straight. Officeworks is useless. Can't even get craft cardstock there. But luckily, Spotlight has it now. So in their is it their label? Semco. Semco do black, white, and craft, and they do multicolour packs as well. But they do black, white, and craft for $7 for a pack of 50 cardstock, which is pretty good. I think their coloured cardstock is $10. It's only a pack of, I can't remember. God, remember. Bye, Carrie. Thanks for popping in. I think I've worn out my paper trimmer. Already. Yeah, they're Semco brand. They're getting a lot more stuff in, which is a lot better price than the rest of their stuff. How many have I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need 2 more. Yeah, she said she doesn't do content. Doesn't have content on there. Ooh, that was nearly wrong. Wrong. Wrong mark, Diane. All right, this is it. Okay. Let's get rid of all of these into the scrap box. So I'll use those on the envelopes. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. Some assemblage required. Inking. Roughing and inking. Yeah, some of I don't need scrap. I don't need scrap paper at all. The only paper that I buy now are the craft cardstock, which is what I use the most of. Every now and then there's a colour that I'll need, like a purple or the blues I go through a lot. So, but they only do gradient colour packs, like 4 colours in one pack. And I just want a specific colour blue. So that's a pain in the butt. Yes, your playlists are fabulous, Marty. I think this is why I should charge more than $5 for my cards. I put so much rubbish time into it. I mean, some of my... So I only have to do one of these because the other is for layering. So that will take less time. Wait for the 30% off sale at Spotlight and go and get your paper pads then, if that's what you're after, because then you'll get a whole 48 pack of paper pad. We never get them as cheap as America does, but I think we can get them for $10. That's not too bad. I don't buy them anymore. I've got so many here that I haven't used because I just keep doing digitals. By the way, this digital kit, I've shrunk them down from full-size pages. Cheryl Francis art on Etsy, and this is her moon kit. Oh, where's the other one of those? Cross Online have single sheets of, you can buy them by the 10 pack or the 20 pack. Kaiser Craft also online, you can buy a pack of paper in one colour. Yeah, most of these get sold. That's why they have to be reasonably professional. Even if you're making a grungy layered card, you still have to measure some parts of it. I personally like to measure some parts of it. Come on. It is a nice kit. She has some lovely papers. She does grunge very, very well. Very well. They're not actually kits per se, like they don't have tags and pockets and all that sort of stuff. They're just papers. That you can change the size and make them into whatever you want. Yes, they did, unfortunately, but I'm lucky enough that they're only 2.5 hours down the road, so I can make an order and pick it up. Or I can just go in there and shop. Because they have a bricks and mortar shop as well. Yeah, it's pretty bad, but their postage has gone up, so I understand that they have to put up their prices. It's unfortunate, but a fact of life. It used to be hard enough justifying their $75 limit to get free postage. But now 110, it's like, nah, can't do that anymore. Yeah. When I had my online for the shop, like you could ring up an order from the shop, it used to be $45 for free postage. Now you've got to spend 110. I don't do online stuff, online sales anymore. Unless it's stuff that I'm going to put on my Etsy. Not my Etsy, my Ko-fi. Yeah, go to one of the local scrapbook stores. They're struggling. And your local Facebook marketplace. A lot of people around town are selling their craft stuff up, and you usually get paper pads in those as well. That's a good idea, Jill. I used to love buying the Poppycraft. Is it Poppycraft? Poppycraft cardstock and chipboard and that, because it was really quite cheap. But when you add postage, it's not cheap anymore. Yep, that's a fact. That's a fact. But if I know I'm going to Brisbane for the weekend, it's good to do a click and collect order if I need anything. It's just a matter of coming off the freeway. Okay. Where did that one go? Must have picked it up with the bigger ones. Where is... It's the same size, or is that bigger? That's bigger. All right, where did that one go? Where did it go? Is it on the floor? Nope. Is it in here somewhere? All right, that's a mystery. Mystery, mystery. Huh. One missing. That's a bit bizarre. Wonder where that went. Anyway, let's ink these. All the best for tomorrow, Denise. We'll all be in our thoughts that everything's going to be fabulous. I'm going to tell you what a handsome spleen and liver you have. Righty-ho. Dang, I would love a hot chocolate. You have to go and say that. Maybe my husband will buy me one. It seems he's dragging me out to the big shopping centre to pick up his hearing aids. Which is just rude. I've already been there once this week. No, we don't usually hang around for coffees at the shopping centre. In, out, do what we have to do. Gone, home. It was rude enough at the market last weekend. I sent him over for a hot chocolate. He got a cappuccino, I think. And because he got skinny milk, they said that's specialty milk and charged him an extra $2. So it cost $9 for a cappuccino for him. He was in shock. No, oat milk is friggin' specialty milk, not skinny milk. Doesn't cost any more. Okay, Cal, thanks for coming. Enjoy your sleep. So it was $7 for hot chocolate and $9 for cappuccino that had skinny milk. How ridiculous is that? So we have fluffy coffee here for that. You can have it at home. Sachet of coffee. Just add water. Yeah, absolute highway robbery. Ridiculousness. And he wouldn't let me go and speak to the chap. It's like, hey, mate, skinny freaking milk is not specialty milk. It doesn't cost any more. It's exactly the same price. All right. So we need some ink on this one. Then we can glue that layer down. Beautiful. not having cereal for her birthday dinner. What the heck? That just clicked with me then. Doesn't take long for me. I'm a fast one. All right. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One, 'Yes, they are. They're supposed to have the magic sweepers, the brooms with the magnets in them, so they're supposed to do that at all times. So I would complain to take him the bill for your tyre. Pay this, or I'll be putting in a formal complaint. Three. Knob Jane sounds a lot better and more perfect as well. Hi, Terry. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 'What?
Do you have a stapler?
No, not in here. It should be on the glass table.
Kenya's got gout.
Oh, okay.
No, you got cow.
9. Okay. That one. Oh, how did I do it? Fair, not very good. There was not very many people there at all. Not very good, but that's okay. It's a new market and they need time to establish customers, apparently. I did get a lot of interest in holding a class out there though, so that will be good. Just take kits out for journals and do a class, a couple hours. All right, Jenny, thanks for popping in. Love your work. Bye for now. Yeah, I've sold a few cards, not as many as I would like, of course, but connection is good as well. Oops. do. No, it doesn't warp your paper because it's acetone based, quick drying, stinky glue, and it doesn't warp your paper, no. But it's cheap, and when you're making bulk cards like this, I like cheap good glue. It's a Boyle brand. I think it'd be pretty much like Fabrifix or something like that. But it's half the price of it. But this brand is only made in Australia for Bunnings. But you can get acetone-based clear glues anywhere in the world. And I can use it with copy paper when I do the writing part in here, and it doesn't show through. It's not lumpy. It's good. It's good. All right, let's start with this one. So I'm going to glue this one down. Okay, now let's have a look at what layers we want to cut out of this one. So let's cut out all the elements that are on here. Yep, I get the big one. So let's cut out this. I'm going to use art glitter glue for these layers. And I need to lift them up a bit. So no, I don't leave the insides blank. So I will, all of my cards look like this on the inside. They have a writing page and they have a corresponding color of something in there, and the envelopes have the same thing. So this is a matching envelope to this card. Never blank. I don't write, there's no sentiments or anything in any of my cards, so you can use them for whatever occasion you want. So there's that side of things, but actual don't have, what was I saying? I don't have I don't leave them blank, like there's nothing in there. Get off me. Get off me. Get the glue off my fingers. Things might not stick so much. Or not. Yep, just no sentiments, no. Only my Christmas cards have sentiments on them. Everything else is left blank. So I'm going to lift up all of these elements, and then I'm going to stuff cheesecloth and grungy stuff in there as well. So I'm just colouring the foam tape in because I don't like to see white. Usually I'll just colour the whole of the sides of the tape in, but I usually wait till I've got some ink on my page or something to do that. Okay, let's cut out these stars. That star. That star. Maybe this, we shall see. So just pick a couple of elements out of the picture and fussy cut those lift them up. That will give you some dimension on the card, and then we're going to add the grunge back in. Now you won't see any of these edges because I'll be tucking cheesecloth into underneath it. The pin-up girls are very cute. Oh, for fork's sake. Goes which way? Goes this way. It's similar to paper towels, dimensional decoupage. Has lots of names. Lots of names. Get on there. Years and years and years ago, it used to be called paper towel, but I don't think it's been called that for a long time. Probably about 30 years ago, I used to do it with wrapping paper, and I'd go out to the bush and I would find pieces of really thick bark laying on the ground, and I would brush them off and seal them like with gloss sealer, yep, that stuff. And I would paper towel gum nut babies and things on these pieces of bark. Gum nut babies and birds, butterflies. They came out cool. Roses, whatever was about in wrapping paper that was layerable, then I would paper towel it. It's funny how we come back around to old crafts and doing it a little bit way. Very funny. Don't stick to my nail. Good grief. I love detail. What can I say? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. We are chop this off. Love it. Hey Anna Marie. Hey Pam. How you doing? Did you have a good day today? What did you do? What did you get up to? Stop it. Sticks to everything but what it's meant to stick to. Wrong end. Coffee dyeing paper. No, that's not going out and enjoying the countryside. Do you make milk Milo, Julie? It's got to be milk Milo for me. Milk Milo. It's raining. Oh no. It's not raining here today. It's very overcast, but it's not raining. It's very windy. I know that much. Yeah, no, I'm not a powdered milk fan. Not a powdered milk fan. Cup of milk, 2 minutes in the microwave, 3 spoons of Milo. Yum yum. Delish. Oh, Oh, hang on. What do you want to know, Anne Merritt? I shared in Crafty Chat. What do you need to know? I don't know. Am I missing a comment from you? Stop it. What is Milo? It's a chocolate drink. It's like, yeah. We used to drink it cold as kids and used to sneak an extra spoonful because it was just good with cold milk. Yeah, it's a chocolate drink. It's similar to Nestle's Quick, but much better. Much, much better. All right, I think this needs to be a darker cheesecloth because it's too light. I think it needs to be this one. Paper towel. Tole. Paper towel. Yep, on ice cream. It's delicious. I used to say to my boys, 3 spoons only. They used to get the ladle out. Can I have 3 of these, Mum? No. I used to let them have a little bit more, but I knew they snuck it all the time. They'd sneak more, little sneaky buggers, only because I used to as well. Half a cup of Milo, half a cup of milk was not unusual when I was a kid. Well, go to an op shop. Buy an umbrella at the cheap shop, $3. You'd be right. There's got to be some in the vicinity. All right, cheesecloth. Grungy cheesecloth. You mean the landlady doesn't have umbrellas in there? She has everything else. Vanilla ice cream, pears out of the can with the pear juice, and Milo sprinkled on top. That was one of our favourite desserts. Delicious. Alrighty. Well, have fun. Don't tell Marty that I went to bed last night and left my lid of my glue off. And the lid off my ink pad. Shh. Oh, okay. It's almost lunchtime. What the heck? Get out of your pajamas, woman. That's your everyday stuff at home. You're on holidays now. You've got to get dressed. Get out there. Enjoy the place. Yep. Yeah, but there's so much more to explore, Pam. This is the thing. You should go find your friend that you talked to on the way to the bus stop the other day. She would know places. Jen, Katie, Fiddly Bits. What are you getting ready for? Where are you going? What are you doing? What's happening? What's going on? Oh, sleep. That's boring. Thought you're going on a hot date or something. Or a not so hot date. A cool date. Okay, a little bit on the bottom, and then we do some heat embossing with some chunky embossing glitter stuff. Powder. Hey Casey, how you doing? We're doing grunge today. We're doing layered grunge today. You knew you had to stop in. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Layers. So layers. These are all layered. Cheesecloth. Actually, I'm going to put some down this side. Or do I just want some of this? I think I'm just going to put some of this string there. Perfect piece of string that just popped out of nowhere. Okay. Where's my lid? There's my lid. Putting lid back on the glue. Okay. Okay. Putting lid back on the ink. Okay. Okay. Where is my tray? Somewhere. There's a tray. Oh, why is my tray full of stuff? I need something to put this in. Because I didn't put it away. Did I? No. Container. Where is a container? This'll do. Beautiful. Okay. Probably should try and get rid of this very, very sticky watercolor because, you know, I used my bead and thingy tray for a watercolor palette because I couldn't find my watercolors, of course. All right, that'll do. Let's put that over there. I might spray some water on that later and use it. Okay. Embossing ink refill. Embossing powder, aged silver embossing enamel. That'll do. Yep, from one container to another. Still haven't put it away. Go figure. Alright, let's just randomly put this stuff around. What ASMR, for goodness sake? Turn your hearing aids down. Alright. That looks pretty grungy to me. Did it all stick to the watercolor? Yes, it did. Great. I should take that out and wash it, is what I should do. Paint gun. It's going to melt some of this cheesecloth because it's fallen inside it. But that's okay. Pretty cool effect, actually. It's a very cool effect. I'm going to do that again. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. With that, let's remember remote controllers. How's that for some grunge? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's put the rest of this together. cheesecloth is crunchy. Crunchy cheesecloth. Gorgeous. It's gorgeous, I tell you. Gorgeous. What did we do? I don't know. Did I go off screen? Did I? Or was it Casey that went off screen? I put aged silver embossing enamel on bits, and it went into the cheesecloth, and I heated it up, and some of the cheesecloth melted, and it looks really cool. What am I looking for? Scissors. Scissors is what I'm looking for. So I used the Distress Embossing Ink refill, and I just put it on the high spots on the bits that I lifted up, but some fell into the cheesecloth, so it's melted in there as well and made the cheesecloth a little crunchy, but it's a pretty cool effect. Pretty cool effect. I like it a lot. Probably should have glued this down before I did that, but hindsight's a wonderful thing. Actually, I'm going to colour the edges here because they might be visible. Can't see. Can't see anything. All right. That's a cool grungy card. I like it. I'm going to snip that bit off. It's just a little bit annoying. All right. So we need that picture, which is probably on the floor by now because I cut it out ages ago. Nope. There it is. Stop looking. Found it. Need that on the inside. Now, where is... Okay. Get over. Make room. Get out of the way. Straight. 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 This one. Stars is what we want. I can't keep everything, and that's why I mass make things. So that's why I have 10. They're all different. There's never two the same. And I like to see people enjoying my art, because it ceases to be just a card when you put so much effort into it. It's on the wrong side. All right, now we need to make a matching envelope. Actually, I'm going to use these little stars. Let's just grunge them up a little bit. Stick them down. Waste not, want not. We did find them somewhere else. I think Ranger. No. Is it Ranger that still did some enamel chunky glitter thingies? Pam knows. She found them. Can't remember now. can't remember now. All right. Envelope will be, let's have a look. Envelope will be a bit of blue. Bit of blue. Yeah, Pam did find them. I'll ask her tonight when I talk to her if she's already gone. Don't fall. Good grief. You don't remember? Oh. Booger. I can't remember who it was now. Was it Wow? I think Wow. Wow made some as well. I think. This. Hey, View. I'm having fun. Gonna have to go soon because I've got to go to the post office. Pick up Hub's hearing aid so I can stop yelling at him. That looks pretty good to me. How's that for a card? Mixed media, lots of grunge, envelope, card. What do you reckon? Would you pay $10 for that card? I would. It's better than the $16 Hallmark ones at a dime a dozen. Well, not the dime, it's $16 each. And there's a gazillion of them. Night, Jen. Good to see ya. I think so. I would. I would pay $10 for that. I ripped that. Darn it. Actually, I like this moon one. Oh, I don't think I could. I don't think I could, Casey. I'd love to be able to get $20 for a card, but I don't think I could. Oh, do they? I don't mind Couture Creations. I used to stock a lot of their stuff in the shop. I did. These ones have got multiple colours in them though. Like they have the silver, brown, a really fine black, depending on what colour ones you've got. It's very hard to find these. Something similar. I know Pam found some that were similar. I'll have to do some more research. You'd frame it. Maybe I should do a few framed ones instead of cards, little framed. Or a little box canvas or something. Nothing. I just have to do some research. I was just saying that these ones have multiple colours in them. So they have 3 or 4 colours, different colours in them. I just don't think I have a blue one. I might do a couple like that. Casey, thanks for the idea. I think I've got some little 5x7 or 4x6, no, 5x7 box frames. Well, it'll be interesting to see who stocks the Couture Creations. Who stocks them? Gonna have to cover my little oops there with something cool. Don't know what. Piece of cheesecloth, maybe. It would be interesting to... Oh, that's cut crooked. Good grief. Yeah, that's no good. That's no good. I have to cut a big one and I can't be bothered, so I'll do it later. Later, Gator. Let's just cut the elements out. Lindy Stamp Gang, chunky embossing powders. Okay. But again, who stocks them? Alrighty, have fun. Stay dry. sometimes on eBay you can come across these. There'll be somebody destashing and there'll be a whole heap of them for a reasonable price. So always good to keep an eye on eBay. As long as it's not in England and they want to charge you $48 for postage or something stupid. Alrighty, talk to you soon. I don't know what puff powder is. I don't know. See, many moons ago when I was buying rocks from America to polish and facet and all that sort of stuff, whatever would fit in a box was $25. It didn't matter how much it weighed. It fits, it ships. But they stopped that, which was unfortunate because it made buying things affordable, you know. When you're buying rocks, it was much better to pay $25 for a whole heap of rocks, whatever they could fit in the box. Oops. Get off, for goodness sake. I remember I was going to buy a t-shirt for my husband a couple of years ago from America. It was, I don't know, some car-related thing that was like perfectly him, and it was $25 for the t-shirt and $48 for postage. Who's going to do that for a t-shirt? Good grief is right. Get back in there and stop sticking to my finger, for goodness sake. Yep, more than double. More than double. goodness sake. Okay. Now I might find some balls to put in there, something chunkier than. What do we got? Oh, good grief. Got some mica flakes. That might do. Um, maybe. No, too shiny. Too shiny. Maybe that one. And that one. Stampendous Frantage. Frantage are not, I've got them. They're not embossing powders. They're just chunks of stuff. Hang on, let me find them. Hang on, gotta find them. Here somewhere. Ow. Fragments. Oh. Nope, you are correct. That's what I've got, the Frantage. That's what this is that I'm using. Frantage aged embossing enamel. The other one that they have, so I've got lots of colours of those, but the other one that they have is the fragments, which is not embossing powder. It's just like chunks of paint flakes. But yeah, that's what I'm using right now is the Frantage embossing enamel. I just don't have a blue one, which is a booger. A booger, booger, booger. Got taupe. Oh, there's a blue one. There's a blue one. We do have some. All right. So this is enamel. This one's marine, so it's got some dark blue in it. And I want something chunky to fill that bit up. So do I go with sticking some beads in some gel medium, or do I use some of this hex glitter stuff? I don't really want glitter though. I don't want glitter. Don't want it, don't want it. Just put it away. And that leaves me with beads which are still glittery, but can I get away with it? Yeah, I've got a couple in there. I just can't find them all at the moment. Hold on, what are these ones? Use some of these. It's a copper one, a gold one, a silver one. That'll do. All right, let's glue these down. And these are just wooden beads with splodges of metallic paint on them. Flat wooden beads, which came from a necklace. Should have flowers, but I don't have flattish, grungy flowers to put in there. So we'll just do this. We'll just add some embossing powder too. Where's my lid? Who stole my lid? Yes, you do. So you can come and play properly. Cheesecloth. Where did the cheesecloth go? All right, 15 minutes and I'm out of here. Gotta go. Gotta go do stuff. So I want to chop this off. Am I blurry again? Sorry. Tell me when I'm blurry. All right. All right, I'm going to emboss this and then I'm going to go. So, Distress Embossing ink refill or any ink refill instead of using your pad or your plunger thingy. That's it. Let's use this blue one. Give it a shake because the fine colour will sink to the bottom every time. See, it has blue in there as well as gold and silver and black. Oops, missed a bit. That's pretty cool. I think I need a bit more in the cheesecloth. Come out. Come out, come out, wherever you are. Beautiful. Alrighty, let's hit it with a heat gun. See what we end up with. I put it a little too thick. It's not allowing the embossing powder to melt properly. Starting to pool and spread. But that's okay. That's a different look. I'll come back and heat it again when the actual ink is dried. I need to wait for the ink to dry before I can finish that, but it's looking pretty cool. Put it on a little thick. Pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to come back in with some bronze or copper. Actually, I might do copper, plain and copper embossing powder on these two, and probably on here as well. Not too bad, not too shabby. It'll do. It will do. Once it's on here, it will look pretty cool. That's it for me. I am going to have some lunch and then have to go shopping. Shopping. And then I'm going to cook a nice piece of corn silver side, mashed potato, braised cabbage, and carrots for dinner. That's my plan for this afternoon. Have a good day, good evening, wherever you are. And I will see you all tomorrow for some more grunge. What's today? Thursday? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same bat channel, more grunge. Going to finish these cards up. I'll probably do some this afternoon, but I won't go live. Alrighty. Talk to you later. Love you all. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you haven't already. Bye. And good morning, Anne-Marie.